but they fought back to tie the score in the third period at 4-4. But that was when the Tigers' Brandon Lang continued his fantastic night. It finished with 5 goals on the night for him personally, and he proved to be the difference in the contest. The Royals, losers last night, 7-4 up in Cleveland Heights. CVCA continues to get contributions, though, up and down the lineup. Last night, the Royals got single goals from Caden Ballard and a shorthanded goal from Carter Martin, his second of the season. They also got a goal from captain Luke Parada, the senior, and also from freshman Cord Steigmeyer. The game tonight against Canfield is the second of 3 games for CVCA this weekend. The Royals will be back on the road tomorrow at the Pond in Chagrin Falls to see the Tigers for the first time in the 2021-2022 season. Once again, we're thankful and glad that you found us here on the CVCA Athletic Boosters YouTube page for CVCA Royals hockey this afternoon. A 5 o'clock or a little bit after 5 o'clock puck drop here from the Dan Kostel Rec Center in Garfield Heights, Ohio, between CVCA and Canfield, the Cardinals. We mentioned before that CVCA has met Canfield more than any other team in program history. This is the 52nd meeting all-time between the two schools. Canfield does lead the all-time series by a significant margin. 33 wins for the Cardinals against the Royals, against just 15 losses. There have been 3 ties in the series between the two schools. The Cardinals have won 2 in a row against CVCA, sweeping the season series last year. On a home-and-home weekend, Canfield won here in Garfield Heights by a score of 7-2. And then they went back home the next day at the Deep Freeze Arena. Final score in that contest, 5-1. The Cardinals, 2 wins, no losses against CVCA in the campaign a year ago. The last Royals victory against Canfield was a 6-1 win back in December of 2019, just prior to the pandemic. That was on the road at Canfield. Their last win against the Cardinals at home is all the way back in 2012 by a score of 9-1. That game occurred at the Kent State University Ice Arena, which was CVCA's home up until a year ago. Last year, just prior to the start of the season, with the pandemic beginning to rage, the Kent State University Ice Arena closed down for the season, leaving the Royals looking for an alternative home. They found that on short notice here in Garfield Heights, and appreciated the hospitality of the folks here in Garfield Heights a year ago, and came back for year number 2 for the second season as the home ice here in Garfield Heights for the Royals. This rink also shared by the Twinsburg Tigers and also the Garfield Heights varsity program. We mentioned it was the 52nd meeting all time between CVCA and Canfield. 44 of those 51 prior meetings were before the 2015 season, as the teams only resumed skating in the same Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League division back in the 2019-2020 season. We're winding down on the pregame warm-up festivities. The teams had to wait a little bit longer than usual today for the referees to arrive, so about 1:15 to go on the clock. You are tuned into Royals hockey on the CVCA Athletic Boosters website via YouTube. And again, we're glad you're with us today. The Royals 7-8 on the season. Both teams 3 wins against 5 losses in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League Blue North Division. Normandy, the Invaders, and Cleveland Heights have separated themselves. This is an important contest this afternoon, as 4 teams have kind of clogged up in the middle. CVCA and Canfield among 2 of them, Chagrin Falls and Parma the other 2, and down at the bottom of the standings, Mayfield, who remains winless, and NDCL. The head coaches in today's contest, the Cardinals are coached by Steve Covelli. He is assisted by Tim Trelor and Joe Dapolito. CVCA head coach Doug Fairchild is in his 14th season behind the Royals bench, and he is assisted by Rich Hurdle, Mark Brower, and Jonathan Beckett. Clock winding down, less than 10 seconds to go before the teams line up on their end lines and we get ready for hockey on a Saturday afternoon from Garfield Heights, Ohio at the Dan Kostel Rec Center.
On behalf of the students, parents, and administration of Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy,
Public address announcer Chuck Parada making the opening announcements to the fans that are assembled here in the Kostel Rec Center. As we look to our left and our right, a nice crowd in the building for today's contest. Again, we're glad to have fans here at the Kostel Rec Center this year. A year ago, in year number 1 at the Kostel Rec Center, no fans were allowed at the height of the coronavirus pandemic, so a good thing having fans back in place here this year. And we look forward to a good contest this afternoon. The Cardinals assembled to the left of us, and the Royals to the right. And we're ready for the starting lineups. For the Canfield Cardinals, Corey Kennard gets the starting goal again, the goaltender for the Canfield Cardinals. Leading scorer Drew Rostek will start at center for the Cardinals. He wears number 88. At one of the wings, number 75, junior Antonio Maroon. At the other wing, number 77, junior Luke Berry. On defense, 8 goals on the season, 6 assists for number 18, senior Matt Scolari. And also on defense, a junior, number 7, Tyler Carney. And the Royals are up next. Caleb Mosher gets a start this week today for CVCA, the freshman, number 45. At center, Jack Lamline, number 11, the senior. Leading scorer for CVCA, Nick Humphrey at wing. At left wing for the Royals, number 84, the captain, Luke Parada. Mark Mosher starts on defense. He started every game so far this season except for one. And Josh Petchke gets a start also on defense for the Royals, the sophomore. And now the fans in attendance here and all those that are within earshot are asked to please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Offsides, as the Royals have to clear, and the Cardinals chip it out, and back to get it for CVCA is Josh Petchke. Petchke behind his on the boards has it dispossessed. Rostek has it in the corner, skates around to the circle, still has it. Drops it into the corner for Tyler Carney. Carney has it poked away. Petchke up to Humphrey. He can't get it. It's poked back to Petchke, and he knocks it out to center ice, where the captain, Scolari, picks it up for the Cardinals. He pokes it up, but it's intercepted at center ice by Nick Humphrey. Humphrey, though, has 4 Cardinals meet him at the blue line, and they take it the other direction with the puck. Corey Kennard, one of the Cardinals, far side boards. Humphrey chips it up. It's still knocked back in, and CVCA, David Siff, the second line out there for a quick first shift for the starters. Siff circles and tries to navigate out of his defensive zone. He gets up to the red line and knocks it in deep. Into the corner it goes. Siff chases after it, but with it there first is Scolari. It falls in front of the goaltender and knocked out of harm's way, where Eli Parada sends it back in for CVCA, and Scolari is on it. Scolari assesses the situation. Long pass to Luke Berry into the offensive zone. The first shot of the day is knocked down by Caleb Mosher. It's shipped up but not out, kept in by the Cardinals. In the corner, Carney sends it to the further deep. The Royals try to chip up at it, but can't get it. It's chipped back in. A backhanded shot goes wide off the stick of Carney and it's sent around the boards and out of the defensive zone for CVCA, where Scoleri comes up with it once again. He retreats and waits, and now cross-ice pass. He finds number 19, Battaglia. That's Mario Battaglia. He gets upended by Luke Parada. The puck trickles into the defensive zone where it comes to the stick of Jack Lamline. He sends it up, but it's intercepted and then taken off the stick of a Cardinal by Luke Parada. 2-on-1 for the Royals if they hurry. Parada shoots, and it's saved by Kanar. Sent back into the corner, and Nick Humphreys there. Sends it behind the net, but it's intercepted. Sent to the near side. The Cardinals control with it, and they try and work it out. And a whistle blows. We've got a tie-up behind the Cardinals' net. Lamline for the Royals. And number 19, Mario Battaglia, and a penalty is called, and that penalty is going to go against Jack Lamline. So the Cardinals go on the power play just 2 minutes and 27 seconds into the contest. Face-off will be to the right of Caleb Mosher as the Royals will go on the penalty kill. Official announcement is a cross-check against Lamline, so the power play sets up for the Cardinals. They've got it in the corner. Skating behind the Royals' net. Pressuring is Mosher. It's sent up and cleared out of the zone and all the way down the ice by CVCA with 1:43 to go on the penalty time. David Siff chasing for CVCA, and Siff is on the puck. He sends it back in or holds it up against the boards, actually. 3 Cardinals battling with him, and they dig it out with 1.5 to go on the penalty time. It's up ice. Scoleri, cross-ice pass. He finds 35. 35 is Kanar. We got to get another look at that as the puck is sent back in on Mosher, who makes the save. Rostek at center ice evades Schwartzbeck for CVCA and heads into the zone, but a whistle blows, and we'll wait for the call. Looks like it'll be offsides against the Cardinals. So I think we tried to call Kanar a couple times. The jerseys are tucked in a little bit in the back. 75 for the Cardinals is Antonio Maroon. 35 is Kanar. And with it right now is Maroon. Maroon knocked off the puck by Parada. Parada skates behind his own net, circles back the other direction, and he'll send it up the boards and down the ice for a clearance for CVCA with 53 seconds left to go on the Lamline penalty. With speed, Scoleri into the offensive zone, drops it for Luke Berry. Berry sends it down into the corner where it's collected by the Royals and sent around the boards and all the way out with the puck. Schwartzbeck with some speed. He's got 2 guys to beat, though. Schwartzbeck skates in and just dumps it into the corner. And he takes a massive hit, does Schwartzbeck, and he is down. But he gets back up. A huge hit against the young freshman for CVCA. Back up ice it comes and poked aside and chipped up and out of the zone for CVCA. With it is Carter Martin. He scored a shorthanded goal last night. He sends it into the corner. 8 seconds to go. Martin has it, and it's dispossessed now. And time for one more rush, perhaps. With it is 88. That's Rostek. Rostek sends it in and saved by Mosher. Penalty time is up. Full strength for both sides. Into the corner, Lamline back on the ice, and he has the puck with 10:24 to go, first period. Lamline looks up, and Humphrey gets leveled at center ice by number 7, Tyler Carney. Picking up for the Cardinals, number 36, and there is no 36 on their roster, so we'll try and get a name for that. Meanwhile, up to the right point, Eli Parada has it. Sends it further in deep where it's collected by one of the Cardinals players and chipped up to the corner, to the point rather, and kept in. And a score! Eli Parada for CVCA collects his first career goal. From the right point, Parada put it behind Kanar, and the Royals lead it 1-0. The first career goal for freshman Eli Parada, the third of the Parada brothers to play for the Royals. And the Royals are on the board 1-0.
At 9:56 in the first period, goal by number 57, Eli Parada.
They drop the puck down. The Royals will play from in front behind the Parada goal. Time of the goal, 5 minutes and 4 seconds of the first period. It's dumped in deep, delayed offsides against CVCA, and they clear the zone. And meanwhile, Kearney picks the puck up in the corner. Kearney gets leveled. Big hit down in the corner. Meanwhile, it's at center ice and into the offensive zone. It's pushed by Cole Morris. Collected by CVCA's Mark Mosher. Mosher with wheels through center ice into the offensive zone. He fires Kanar off his blocker and up into the netting behind the Cardinals' goal for a stoppage with 9:23 to go here in period number 1. One back and controlled by Canfield. They clear it out of the zone to center ice. Mosher pokes at it, and the Royals gain the zone, but only momentarily while Rostick picks it up. He heads the other direction and into the offensive zone. Gets knocked off by Caden Ballard, about half of his size, and it's behind the Royals' net. Rostick comes out with it, centers into the slot, and it's pushed back in deep into the corner where Mosher is there. He chips it up, finds Luke Parada, who sends it further up and out of the zone. Royals control. They've got 3-on-1 if they hurry. Ballard gets it back, shot, saved by Kanar, but a rebound and a score by CVCA. David Sith on the goal for CVCA, right there on the backside with a rebound and puts it in the back of the net. It's 2-0 Royals. For Sif, that is his 7th goal of the season for the sophomore for the Royals. And the Royals lead it 2-0. Ballard and Steigmeyer on the assists on the Sif goal. The swarm line doing it once again for CVCA. 2-0 Royals. Up ice it comes and into the offensive zone and chipped out to center ice by the Cardinals. Sent back in deep by Luke Berry. Chasing after it is Tyler Kearney. He sends it around the boards. And the Cardinals try and build out with it, but the Royals knock it back in deep where Schwartzbeck is back out after that big hit. And he looks to be all right. Controlling it is Berry. He'll try and build out with it for Canfield, who trails 2-0. They find Rostick into the offensive zone. He fires, and it's wide of the Mosher goal. On the far side, sent back in deep by Antonio Maroon. Eli Parada's there. Schwartzbeck comes in to add reinforcements, but it trickles back to Rostick. Rostick has it. He's dispossessed for a moment by Parada, but it comes back to the Cardinals. Morgan Joy pressuring. Sharp angled shot is knocked down, and the Royals try and build out with it. Carter Martin, long pass for Jared Outward, who dumps it in deep, and the Royals get a change midway through period number 1. CVCA 2, Canfield nothing. The Cardinals try and build it out once again. Back in deep it goes. Luke Berry chases after it. He's got pressure. Nick Humphrey intercepts, gets it to Luke Parada. Parada skates in, fires, it's chipped aside and away from the goal of Kanar. And for a moment, the Cardinals clear. Carter Martin tried to knock it down. It got by him, and Eli Parada scoops it up, turns, and sends it up to his brother Luke. Luke in the neutral zone, sends it in deep. Kearney has to kick it aside to the near side corner. Nick Humphrey chips it back. The Royals are on it, and it's sent in further by Luke Parada. Parada sends it back to Humphrey. Humphrey loses the puck after a hit. It's up to the left point. Luke Parada has it. Looks like maybe a no call there. Ref had his hand up for a moment. A trip, no call again as Humphrey goes down. The puck trickles to the far side, and it's still kept in as Lamline with a big hit on the boards. And finally, the Cardinals clear. Down is Andrew Battaglia, getting up very slowly, and he's going to just step onto the Cardinals bench after that big hit. Back to live action. Lamline takes out one of the Cardinals behind the boards. Back in deep where Humphrey has it. 6:16 to go in front and kicked aside. Here come the Cardinals with some speed through the neutral zone. Scotty Tucker. Tucker takes a shot, and jumping on that one is Caleb Mosher for the stoppage. End-to-end action here in the first period. The Royals lead it 2-0. Eli Parada and David Sif, the 2 goal scorers for CVCA. 6:06 to go, period number 1. Face off to the right of Caleb Mosher. The Royals sporting a 2-0 lead. Face-off controlled by CVCA and chipped out by Sif to center ice, where Kearney has it for a moment. Sif battles for it and chips it back where it falls to Rostek. Cross ice, he finds Luke Berry. He's into the zone. Berry, backhanded shot, is bouncing in on Mosher. He puts the glove down on it, and we have another stoppage with 5:46 to go in the first period. You are tuned into CVCA Royals Hockey, Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League Blue North Division action from the Dan Kostel Rec Center. Face off to the right of Mosher, controlled back to CVCA. Around the boards, it's sent toward Steigmeyer, tips it to Caden Ballard. Ballard had it, now back to Steigmeyer. Still in though, and Ballard chips it out, and the Royals get it out of harm's way for a moment. Cross ice pass finds Rostek, back into the zone. Tries to evade a couple of CVCA players. Shot wide of Mosher. Luke Parada's there, he chips it up, but it's kept in by Tristan Maroon. Sent in deep, and a centering pass to Rostek. He's got a point-blank shot. It's chipped away by one of the CVCA defenders, preventing Rostek with a chance for a point-blank shot. Into the neutral zone. Now 2-on-1 for CVCA. Luke Parada shoots, deflected off of Kanar into the corner. Rostek picks it up. Rostek sends it out to the neutral zone where the Royals control. Carter Martin. Martin, cross ice. Chipped up and out of harm's way once again, where Kearney has it. He sends it up and he finds 77. That's Luke Berry. Cross ice. Maroon. Shot. Trickles out of into the crease and swept out of harm's way by CVCA, bailing out the goaltender Mosher. Another shot in on Mosher is sticked aside, actually blocked aside off the blocker, and the Royals will try and build out. Long pass to Parada. Luke, that is. Luke has it. Another cross ice pass to Humphrey. Angled off the boards. Humphrey tries to control. He's knocked down. Sends it in off his knees. Chasing after it is Lamline. Lamline with pressure on Scoleri. Gives him a hit. And the two fall to the ground. Lamline is got Scoleri on top of him. Finally, he clears him. And Nick Humphrey gives battle. David Sif's in there as well. Sif digs it out. It's back on the boards. Centering pass is swept out of harm's way by the Cardinals. Carter Martin with a shot. It's knocked down, and Martin quickly back on it to prevent a potential breakaway. Now back in the zone. Nick Humphrey has it. Humphrey with pressure from Kearney. Skates behind the net. Centering pass to Sif. It's knocked down. Centering shot back in and kicked aside. Nice play that time by number 23, Scotty Tucker, to prevent a point-blank shot by David Sif. The Royals send it back in and get a change with 3:37 to go in the first period. Caden Ballard with the body, although it's sent back out to Sif at center ice. Sif retreating, sends it up, finds Ballard, who's in the zone. Ballard, 1-on-3, gets knocked down, and the Royals can't control, and it's sent back out to the neutral zone. Petchke sends it in. It's knocked down by Scoleri, but the Royals keep it in. Ballard sends it in wide of the goal of Kanar to the far side. Antonio Maroon sends it up and out of the zone. Rostek with the puck on his stick. He's dispossessed, and Petchke has it with 3 minutes to go. Petchke heads up ice, and he's hit at the blue line. The Royals can't control, and it trickles back out where Mark Mosher is on it. 2:53 to go. Mosher dumps it in right on the goal, saved by Kanar. Cord Steigmeyer picks it up. Steigmeyer behind the net, skates toward the front, gets a shot, another save. Rebound trickles there. Lamline shoots, and a save by Kanar for the third time. Corey Kanar keeping this a 2-0 game in favor of CVCA. Shots on goal so far in this first period. CVCA with 11, 7 for the Cardinals. Face off to the right of Kanar. Controlled by CVCA. Lamline tries to put it on the goal. It goes behind and collected in the corner by the Cardinals, number 36. Again, we'll try and get a number on that. Penalty forthcoming. Delayed penalty against CVCA, and the whistle blows. And it looks like the Cardinals may go back up on the power play. We'll wait for the official call. And skating back toward the penalty box is CVCA's Jack Lamline, who looks like he's taken his second penalty of the day. The referees will confer, and we'll wait on the call against Lamline. 2 minutes and 24 seconds to go in the first period. And And this one might be a significant one. Referee pointing to his head, but it's just a 2-minute minor. High sticking, it looks like the call. And so CVCA clears all the way down on Kanar. Minute 50 to go. Sif with pressure in the corner. Sif with the interception, shoots, and it's sticked aside by Kanar to the far side boards. A minute 41 to go. Another interception by CVCA. Caden Ballard tried to get a chance, but was knocked down, and Rostek has it on his stick. Rostek trying to set up. Cross ice pass. Not controlled, but all the way down to number 18. That's Scolari, who dumps it in deep. The Royals, Carter Martin collects it and sends it down for the clearance with a minute 17 to go on the penalty time to Lamb line. Minute 38 to go in the first period. Once again, a shot all the way down, and unless this goes on goal, and it does, has to be played by Mosher. It would look like it was almost an icing. Controlled by CVCA for the moment. They try and clear. It's Martin who puts a stick on it and sends it down for the clearance, but a whistle blows, and we'll see what the call is. Minute 24 to go, 1 minute exactly on the penalty to Jack Lamline. Referee pointing that it may have, the puck that is, cleared the playing surface, and hence the reason for the face-off in the Royals' defensive zone. Rostek takes it for the Cardinals. It's chipped up and controlled by Canfield. Carney shoots. It's knocked aside by Nick Humphrey. Hand pass, though. There has never been a more blatant hand pass in the history of hockey right there. And so they'll take the puck all the way down into the Cardinals' defensive zone for a face-off with 51 seconds left on the landmine penalty, a minute 15 left on the first period game clock. Luke Parada and Drew Rostek to the left of Corey Kanar. It's won by CVCA back to the point and shot in wide of the goal by the Royals' Mark Mosher. Chip back out. Mosher is on it. Mosher chips it up to Rostek, who has to retreat to wait for a teammate to get onside. Now he gains his own, but it's poked right back out, and the Cardinals will have to clear once again. Delayed offside against Canfield, giving the Royals Josh Petchke time to retrieve the puck. Petchke behind his own net and sends it up and out of the zone to center ice, where Carney has it but has to wait once again. Another delayed offside, and now back into Petchke. He's got time, and he sends it down the ice for another clearance with 13 seconds to go on the penalty time to Jack Lamline. 24 seconds will be left when Lamline exits the box, which he will do in 4 seconds. Rostek into the offensive zone, drops it for Scolari. Shot kicked aside by Mosher. 20 seconds left. Puck on the near side boards, controlled by CVCA. Cross ice pass. Nick Humphrey has it into the zone. Takes a hip check and is knocked off the puck as it trickles in behind the zone. 9 seconds left. And it comes to Humphrey, who takes another hit and this time delivers the body. Lamline has it, but just 2 seconds left. They try and get a shot off, but a big hit after the whistle went off by Carney. Nick Humphrey took umbrage at that and said, don't be doing that to my friend Jack Lamline. Looks back at him as they both skate. Lamline knocks off the helmet and has to go retrieve it. And so a late hit well after the whistle by Tyler Carney. The referees head over to the scoring table, and we'll see if there'll be penalties doled out at the 15-minute mark of the first period. Meanwhile, as we wait, CVCA heads to the locker room. Both of the locker rooms here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center off the lobby area. The Canfield Cardinals waiting on their bench for the Royals to clear the arena, and I'm sure then they will head to their locker room. Meanwhile, a conversation continues to ensue between the two referees on the ice. Score at the end of the first period, Royals 2 and Canfield 1. The Zamboni is on the ice. The referees still talking. And the Cardinals now exiting to their locker room. So, if there is any coverage or any calls made, we'll let you know. And a call has been made. So as we go to the second intermission, Canfield's Tyler Carney will start the second period in the penalty box with a 2-minute penalty for roughing. The Royals will begin the second period on a power play. But in the meantime, we'll get to that after this message from Kyle.
In a world that is so satisfied with just okay. It's striving for greatness not only when there is a prize or recognition to be won, but in the still and quiet with only an audience of one. It's going above and beyond for others in service because our God has gone above and beyond all that we could have asked or imagined in His pursuit of us. It's diving into studies and academic pursuits, believing that the Lord has fashioned our minds out of the dust of the earth to understand and master complex concepts and the deep mysteries of the universe. It's preparation, not only for college or a career, but a life recklessly abandoning the ordinary and believing that the God who moves mountains lives inside you and will use you to turn the world upside down for His glory. A school defined by excellence is so much more than a building and classrooms. It is a defining culture, a strong imprint on a student's life in the way they will learn and grow. It is a life-altering encounter that surrounds them with people and experiences that shape who they will become. It is the foundation that they will take with them wherever they go. It is what they will see in their rearview mirrors as guideposts, showing them the way forward and propelling them to excel still more. In our lives, in our homes, in our families, in our communities, to go out and impact the world that God so loved. To shine a light on the darkest and most broken places, to be the salt to those who have lost their flavor, to bring love and healing as the hands and feet that we are called to be. We are CVCA, and we are called to excel still more.
We want to remind you that, or inform you that there's an open house upcoming for information and on attending CVCA. So if you have an interest in your son or your daughter or your grandson, your granddaughter in coming to school at Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, January 28th is the date that you need to write down. An open house at CVCA that evening. You do need to sign up for that open house so you can navigate to the CVCA Royals website. That's cvcaroyals.org. And you can sign up for the open house that's upcoming on January 28th to find out more about attending Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. Entrance exams are required to attend CVCA, and so those exams, the next opportunities are on February 5th and March 5th. And so January 28th, the open house, entrance exams scheduled for the 5th of February and also the 5th of March. We are at the first intermission, and this is Tim Nichols with you. You're watching CVCA Royals hockey. The score, the Royals 2, the Canfield Cardinals nothing. Scoring in that first period, his first career goal. Freshman, number 57, Eli Parada, the third of the Parada brothers. They're all in the record book now. Parada's first career goal at 5 minutes and 4 seconds of the first period from the right point. He got the Royals on the board. It was 1-0. Just 1 minute and 13 seconds later, David Siff put in a rebound from the backside. For Siff, it was his 7th goal of the season. For Siff, the sophomore, assist to number 32, Caden Ballard, and number 8, Cord Steigmeyer. 2-0 CVCA. In that first period, CVCA's Caleb Mosher stopped all 8 shots that he faced. Corey Kennard was 10 of 12. The Royals again in action tomorrow. The third game in 3 days. They're on the road again at the Pond in Bainbridge to face off against the Chagrin Falls Tigers. Puck drop on that game is 5:20. That is a road game, so we will not have a live stream for you. We have live streams for all CVCA home games this year in the 2020-2021 season. Of course, you can always follow all CVCA athletic information by following the CVCA Athletics social media websites, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, as well as the CVCA Athletics website itself, and CVCA Hockey at cvcahockey.com and CVCA Livestream at CVCA Livestream on the various social media outlets as well. The Royals back in action tomorrow, as we said, at Chagrin Falls at 5:20. Next week, the Royals will participate in the annual Parma Martin Luther King Tournament with games on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The Royals will meet the Parma Redmen on Saturday for the third time this season. The two teams have split two contests, the Redmen winning at home 4-3. Last Sunday, the Royals on Sunday night defeating the Redmen here 2-1. And they'll face off against each other once again next week on Saturday. On Sunday, the Royals play Stowe. And the Stowe Bulldogs still not in a Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League division, as they're in their, I think, their second, if not third year of existence, and so they're in a probationary period. But that team is loaded. The Bulldogs, a very, very strong team. It should be a strong test for CVCA on Sunday in the Parma MLK tournament. And if that's not enough, on Monday, the Royals get the St. Edward Green team, a team that took it to CVCA last year, St. Ed's, with two varsity teams. This is their second varsity team. St. Ed's main team, always a contender for a state championship. The Green team is no slouch. And CVCA and St. Edward's Green will face off on Martin Luther King Day in a contest at the Reese Ice Arena in Parma. Earlier this week, another CVCA athletic competition, boys basketball had a win on Tuesday night against Orville. Final score, CVCA 62, Orville 34. Big win for the Royals boys basketball team. Speaking of big wins, CVCA and Northwest, both one loss on the season in conference, at the top of the Pac-7 standings, and for the last couple years, those two teams have battled for conference supremacy. Northwest having defeated CVCA back in December, where the Royals returned the favor on Wednesday night. A great night for CVCA with a 40-34 victory at home against the Northwest Indians to take command in the Pac-7 conference standings. The bowling team was in action on Thursday, but suffered a loss against St. Vincent St. Mary. Swim team was supposed to swim at WRA, but that swim meet was canceled. Last night, as in addition to the Royals' road tilt against Cleveland Heights, in which they came up short 7-4 on the ice, boys basketball was at home against Northwest, and Darren Peterson controlled the arena. The freshman phenom for CVCA, the Royals victorious against Northwest again. This time, the CVCA boys 50, the Northwest Indian boys 30. And today, the only other Royals athletic team in action is the swim team, which is competing in the New Year's Classic at Youngstown State University. We are nearing the end of the the first intermission here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center in Garfield Heights, Ohio. We can see from the far side lobby entrance, the Royals entering the arena once again. The clock winds down to 0. They'll put 15 minutes back up on the clock for the second period. And the Royals will be on the power play to start off that second period. Number 7 for Canfield, Tyler Carney, took a run at Jack Lamline right after the buzzer ended at the end of the first period, and so he'll start the second period in the box. Royals will be on the power play. Once again, we're glad you are with us. You can follow along on information about future CVCA live stream broadcasts on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by looking for the social media handle at CVCA Livestream. And once again, I'm Tim Nichols. Glad to have you with us this afternoon. The Royals on the ice. They'll defend the goal to our left, and we await the Cardinals' entrance into the arena to start this second period. Royals looking to get back to 500. Record of 7 wins and 8 losses, 3-5 in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League Blue North Division. The Cardinals, 3-5 overall, and in conference, it appears they've played all Blue North teams so far this season. And again, it's their first game since December 21st. And now with a period under the belt, perhaps more pressure forthcoming in period number 2 against Royals goaltender Caleb Mosher. And we can see the Cardinals head coaching staff, or coaching staff that is, led by head coach Steve Covelli, making his way back into the ice area of the building. And the team behind them, led by the captain, I believe that is Matt Scoleri for the Canfield Cardinals. The next CVCA live stream broadcast will be the home game on January 21st here at the Kostel Rec Center. That game will be against the Chagrin Falls Tigers. So we're going to have a couple of weeks on the road for CVCA before they return home against Chagrin Falls on Friday night, the 21st of January. That game, an early puck drop at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, or early evening, as it were. So the Royals power play. Head coach Doug Fairchild looks like he sent out Eli Parada and Carter Martin to play defense on the power play. Luke Parada, Jack Lamline, and Nick Humphrey, the starting front line for CVCA. They'll have the full 2 minutes as Kearney takes his spot in the box. Once again, Kearney penalized for roughing at the 15-minute mark of the first period. Whistle blows. Still waiting on the rest of the Cardinals to take the ice. Out comes Drew Rostek, as well as number 77, check that, Luke Berry. And finally, a fourth. That is Scoleri. Ready to go. Second period action. They drop the puck down. It's controlled by Canfield. Scoleri has it. Skates back behind his net. Chased by Humphrey. Sends it up. And it's out. Eli Parada has it. Parada sends it back to Carter Martin. He's got to chase it. He's got pressure from Berry. Sends it around the boards. Nick Humphrey is there. Chips it to Jack Lamline. And he'll start the rush out for CVCA. Cross ice. Martin sends it up to Humphrey. Humphrey into the offensive zone on the far side boards. Into the corner. Sends it back up for Luke Parada in the circles. Parada sends it back to Humphrey behind the net. Tries to center. Looking for Lamline. His stick is held. And he can't control. It shows to Parada. Luke has it back to Lamline. Lamline changes places. From the face-off dot. Sends it in. And a save by Corey Kennard. Minute 13 to go on the penalty to Tyler Kearney. Face-off to his right. It's dropped down. Lamline wins it back to Eli Parada. He shoots. It's knocked down, and Parada gets it back and sends it in deep. Humphrey's there. Humphrey tries to center. Kennard kicks it aside with a stick, or sweeps it aside, rather, and the Royals control. Behind the net. Back into the near side boards. Lamline in the corner. Lamline has it, looking. Sends it back far side to Luke Parada. Sharp angled shot, saved by Kennard. It's dumped back in deep and up. And finally out. 44 seconds to go. Luke Berry has it. He's knocked down. And Jack Lamline picks up the loose puck and heads back the other direction with 33 seconds to go. Lamline into the offensive zone. Has it. Drops it back for Luke Parada. He's got it near the circle. Skates in. Looking. Still has it on his stick. Tries to get to his forehand. Fires a shot on the backside. Nick Humphrey was there and just could not get it on his stick. The net was wide open, and he had a chance right there, but the Cardinals get on it and clear it down the ice. Time for one more rush for CVCA. It's poked up to Ballard, sent back in, and back on it is Eli Parada. 5 seconds left on the penalty time, and it's just about up, and out of the box comes Kearney. We're back to even strength. 5 aside. 12:55 to go. It's poked in deep, and David Siff has it on his stick for CVCA. Stiff turns it over. And the Royals fortunate to get it back right there. It's sent up and past Cord Steigmeyer for an icing call against the Royals. So a couple of shots on the power play, but nothing to show for it for the Royals. The score remains CVCA 2 and Canfield nothing. Face off to the right of Caleb Mosher. Mario Battaglia wins it back to a teammate. Shot is wide of Mosher. Cord Steigmeyer is on it. He sweeps it around the boards looking for Petchke. It gets by him and it's sent back in deep by Scoleri. Into the corner where Steigmeyer chases once again. A couple of Cardinals fall down and it's poked up, and here come the Royals. With some speed is Ballard. 1-on-2 though, and it's poke checked away by 7. That is Carney. But the Royals get it back. Steigmeyer is bumped down. Chipped to the far side boards and sent in deep by Ballard where Siff is on it. Siff has it. Siff with some time. Now he gets company. And it's sent around the near side boards. Mark Mosher has it on his stick at the right point. Mosher shot, chipped, and Ballard sends it back on. A second save by Kennard. Now here come the Cardinals with some speed to the neutral zone. Shot on Mosher is blocked aside up into the netting on the near side corner. A save by the CVCA goaltender. And a stoppage with 11:48 to go. Second period action. Royals 2, Cardinals 0 rather. 2-0 Royals. Face off to the left of Caleb Mosher. Rostek and Lamline. It's dropped down and Lamline wins it back to Carter Martin, who sweeps it around the boards looking for Humphrey. Humphrey has it, but it's kept in by Scoleri. He finds Rostek in the corner. Centering pass, fanned on by number 77, Barry. And here comes Luke Parada with some speed. Parada into the offensive zone. Skates to his forehand. Shot, trickles in, and a second shot by Lamline, digging at it. And Lamline is swept aside by number 7, Carney, his best friend from the end of the first period. And a stoppage in front of the goal as Kennard jumped on it to prevent any further harm in front of the Cardinals' net. Face-off will be to Kennard's right. Lamline and Rostek do the honors. It's controlled by CVCA, but only for a moment, and poked back out where Eli Parada, who scored the first goal for the Royals today, is on it for CVCA. He sweeps it around looking for Humphrey. Humphrey has it, skates back, and sends it right in front of, accidentally in front of Mosher. Eli Parada sweeps that up. The Royals still haven't cleared, and finally they do. Puck trickles up to center ice where now Rostek has it. Skates in, fires wide of the goal. And up and out of play for Drew Rostek, the leading scorer for these Canfield Cardinals with 8 goals and 10 assists on the season. So the face-off is brought outside the Cardinals' offensive zone. Ballard will take it. He's got Matthew Porter to his right. And it's won back to the Cardinals. Porter with pressure on Scoleri, who sends it up but not out. Kept in and sent on and wide by Ballard, where Porter heads to the corner to chase it. Puts the body on one of the Cardinals. It's chipped up to the point. Kept in by Petchke, who dumps it back in down low. Canfield sends it around the boards, and it's lost and sent back deep by Ballard into the far side corner. Zane Purko is there, sends it up but not out. The Royals trying to keep it in, and they do. Sent back in deep. Cord Steigmeyer with pressure as it's swept around the boards, and still not out toward the goal. Shot by Steigmeyer is wide. Ballard leaves it to the point for Petchke. He sends it back in deep. It's chipped to the near side boards. And up and finally out where Mosher has it at center ice. Mosher evades one but not two of the Cardinals, and it's sent back where Petchke's on it. He chips it forward, and it's collected by the unnamed number 36. Ballard intercepts and sends it in deep. Carney has it sent outward, controls, centering pass, but no one there. All the way down the ice, and the Royals will have to chase it. Mosher and Petchke after it. Petchke the first one to it for CVCA with 9.5 to go, second period. Petchke skates and chips it up, looking for Outward. It goes forward. Morgan Joy with some wheels. Joy sends a shot that is deflected and never gets to the goal. Outward falls down. Puck is intercepted by Mosher, who gets it into the zone. Mosher, back check by Rostek. Rides Mosher off the puck. It comes to Outward. He's trying to leave it for Morgan Joy. She can't control, and a couple of players come on it. Outward finally collects it and sends it back in deep, where the Cardinals will start out. Into the neutral zone and off the stick of, or the foot of, Luke Berry. Berry sends it to no one except for Luke Parada. Parada, outlet pass, finds Schwartzbeck. Schwartzbeck puts a shot on Kanar, and a nice save by the junior goaltender off the stick of Jacob Schwartzbeck. Schwartzbeck making a bid for his 6th goal of the season, but denied that time by Corey Kanar with 8:35 to go here in period number 2. Face off to the right of the junior goaltender for the Canfield Cardinals. They drop the puck down. It's one back to Canfield. Chipped up, but not out. The Royals control. Cross-ice pass looking for one of the Royals, but it's intercepted and now on the stick of Rostek with some speed into the zone. Rostek pushed aside, and the puck trickles. Shot, score! That puck found its way to the stick of Luke Berry. Caleb Mosher couldn't slide over fast enough, and the Canfield Cardinals cut the lead in half. The goal scored by Luke Berry, his 4th of the season, and only his 4th game, and it's 2-1 CVCA. Time of the goal, 6 minutes and 47 seconds of the second period. CVCA 2, Canfield 1. The assists in that goal, Antonio Maroon and Drew Rostek on the Luke Berry goal, and it's 2-1. Puck now back in the CVC offensive zone where Rostek controls behind his net, tries to build out, he's got it back. Rostek, cross-ice pass attempted, is knocked down. A second pass also knocked down. Lamline now with it. Lamline shoots wide. He goes around the boards. The goal scorer, Berry, has it into the corner, being pestered by Luke Parada. Parada dispossesses him. Sharp angle shot goes behind the goal. Humphrey tries to center. It's kicked behind the goal once again where Rostek slaps at it, and around the boards it comes where Eli Parada collects it. Parada fans on that one, and now another chance, back checking against Maroon. Carter Martin there to sweep the puck out of harm's way around the boards to Nick Humphrey. Humphrey back behind his net, he loses the puck in the corner, shot off the post. Sharp angled shot on behind the net, and then back in deep it's pushed. The Royals have to get their act together here. Nick Humphrey takes a hit, but the puck is out of the zone, delayed offside. And now poked back out, 1-on-1. Humphrey skates into his left, 1-on-3, and he's taken down, and a penalty is coming. Humphrey hits the boards hard, but gets right back up. The Royals junior, Nick Humphrey, draws a penalty against Canfield, and the Royals will go back up on the power play. We wait for the call. Penalty door is open. And heading in that direction looks to be number 18, Matt Scoleri.
Second period, 2-minute penalty, Canfield, number 18, hooking.
Officially a hook. Hooking is the penalty against Scoleri, and so the Royals power play 0 for 1 will get another chance. Face off one back to CVCA. Cord Steigmeyer at the blue line, leaves it to the left side point. Martin, cross ice, Steigmeyer intercepts, shoots. It's knocked down in front and cleared up and out where Martin collects and retreats back to center ice. Cross ice to Eli Parada. Parada will skate into the zone. Actually, he'll take it and pass it across ice. Ballard skates in and fires. It's kicked into the corner by Kanar. David Siff chases after it. Siff has it in the corner. Siff, a great distributor, sends it to Steigmeyer behind the net. Steigmeyer has it and sends it to the corner, but it's knocked down by the referee, and now Siff again up to the slot. Parada shoots, knocked down by the blocker of Kanar. Second shot is knocked down. It's sent up and cleared down the ice all the way to CVCA goaltender Caleb Mosher. 1:13 to go on the Scoleri penalty. Quickly up the ice. Steigmeyer at center ice. Back into the offensive zone. Steigmeyer with some pressure loses an edge, and it's chipped up but kept in for the moment. and knocked down, played with a high stick by Eli Parada, and a whistle blows. 5:57 to go in the second period. The Royals behind 2 first period goals by Eli Parada and David Siff lead 2-1. The Cardinals with one back this period off the stick of Luke Berry, his 4th of the season. That's where we stand with 5:57 to go. Face off to the right of Mosher in the defensive zone, and it's won back by CVCA to Mark Mosher. Mosher gets it up ice, and now to Lamline. Lamline into the offensive zone. He's got Humphrey on the other side. Lamline into the corner, surveys. It's on his stick. He waits. Still skating up into the slot to Mosher. Has it knocked down. Second shot is knocked down as well off the stick of Nick Humphrey. And again, back down the ice. It's cleared with 33 seconds to go by the Cardinals. Mosher has it. Being pestered by Berry. Mosher up ice, but to no one in particular. In this one, they wave off the icing. And so Carney is on it with 20 seconds left, and he sends it up and all the way down for another clearance for the Cardinals with 16 seconds to go on the penalty time. Time maybe for one more rush. Mosher sets up behind his goal. Outlets looking for Parada. Instead, it misses everyone, and it'll be icing against CVCA with 5 seconds to go on the Scolari penalty. 5:03 to go, second period. The Royals 2, Cardinals 1. Next goal feels like it's very important in this contest. And it does not get the feel that we're done with the scoring this afternoon. Face off to the right of Caleb Mosher. And this one is controlled by CVCA. A final rush on the power play. Siff, he's got Steigmeyer. He tries to send it across to him, but he just couldn't get it on his stick. Penalty time is up, back to even strength, and the Cardinals try to break out with it. Scolari with speed, 3-on-2. He's got a shot wide. Mosher slides over, saves a second shot, and a battle in front of the net. And the Royals take umbrage, but not too much. Caleb Mosher made himself into a wall, and the puck sits on the edge of the goal line, but not across it. The Royals goaltender keeps the score 2-1. Another face-off to the right of Caleb Mosher, and this one is controlled back to Canfield in the slot. Berry sends it into the corner, where Eli Parada is the first one to it and sends it around the board for boards to brother Luke. Luke has it in the corner. Luke up ice looking for Humphrey, but it goes in deep and swept aside by Eli. On the near side boards, chipped up but not out yet. Still kept in and sent back in deep. Carter Martin on it for CVCA. Martin with pressure from Berry. Reverses course, sends it up to Humphrey, and finally cleared out. They wave off icing as it was chipped, or tipped rather, and back to get it is Tyler Carney. Carney turns it over. CVCA has it. Evading is Nick Humphrey. He circles back, sends it up to the point. Parada. Eli sends a shot in. It's knocked down in front by Scolari. He sends it back up, and here come the Cardinals. A shot chipped aside off the stick of Mosher. A save for the goaltender for CVCA. And it's sent up and out of the zone back to Carney with 3:35 to go here in period number 2. Long shot in on goal on Mosher. He makes the save. 3.5 to go. Luke Parada sends it up. He finds Steigmeyer. Steigmeyer chips it back, looking for a Lamline. Tries to get a stick on it. He can't before he gets behind the goal, behind the net. Steigmeyer has it. Sends it back into the corner. Rostek can't control. Steigmeyer has it once again. The Royals in the midst of a change. Siff is out. Leaves it to the left point rather, for Mark Mosher. Mosher sends it in. It's knocked down. Siff with speed across the ice. Digs it out into the corner. Siff sends it around the boards. Caden Ballard dumps it further in deep. Finds a teammate up to the left point. Mosher has it. Sends it in high over the glass, or off the glass, over the goal. Off from his knees. Ballard in deep. Finds a teammate. That's Steigmeyer. Gets on his forehand. Tries to get a shot. Can't control. Second shot by Siff. And Siff is knocked down, and the puck is swept aside. And the goal off its moorings. A couple of Royals on top of goaltender Corey Kidar. And we may have a penalty. Or do we? net off its moorings. No harm, no foul. And the referee not pointing for a penalty, he's pointing for a face-off outside the Royals' offensive zone. 2 minutes and 32 seconds to go here in period number 2. The referees conferring. The players all waiting. Face-off on the face-off dot right below us here for our perch on the second level of the Dan Kostel Rec Center. More conversation ensuing between the referee, and they send Lamline back where he just takes a break, waiting for everything to settle. He steps back in, and the face-off is won by Lamline and pushed in deep. It's sent up and out. Royals delayed offside as they dump it in deep. Back on it is Kearney. Cross ice, looking for number 10, Marcus Epp, a rare shift for the sophomore. Epp sends a shot in. It's shipped up, and Mosher almost misplayed that one. Epp, the best thing to do is put the puck on goal, and that time it almost worked for him. Now Mark Mosher has it and sends it in deep for CVCA with 2 minutes to go. Scolari outlets. It's sent up to center ice. Mosher has it and collects it, and it's shipped back in to the right of Kanar. Humphrey can't control, but Rostek didn't know where it was, and so Ballard pushes it further in deep. Luke Parada controls it for CVCA. Tries to center. It's knocked down. Chipped up off the boards, and out with it comes Canfield. Off of a Royals player into the corner, and Mosher sweeps it up and evades a check to center ice. Now Sif has it. He gains the zone and puts it on Kanar. Blocker save. Sif has it once again. Centers. No one there for the Royals. Up it comes, and Mosher collects it. And it's shipped back, and now a nice pass. It looks like Sif maybe once again. Turns it over, though. Rostek has it with a chance. From the slot, fires, and it's blocked aside into the near side corner with 1 minute exactly. Centering pass again. Gets all the way to the boards. Matthew Porter tries to chase. It's then back near side. On it is Scolari. He skates in. Scolari behind the net. Surveying with time. Scolari to Rostek. Rostek fires, and a save by Mosher, as on the doorstep was number 75, Antonio Maroon, ready to sweep up any kind of a rebound, but Mosher made sure there was none. Nice job by the freshman goaltender for CVCA. 42 seconds remain in the second period. Royals 2, Cardinals 1. Mosher will defend a face-off to his right. They drop the puck down, and this one is sent on Mosher's goal once again, and he sticks it aside. It trickles to the near side corner with 34 seconds to go. Dug out by Rostek. He takes the body from Lamline. Back to the near side boards. Lamline sends it around, but centering pass right there was Maroon. Antonio, that is, but it comes out. And now Parada with a chance. Long shot, blocker save by Kanar. To the far side boards with 13 seconds left. Humphrey has it up to the point. Martin sweeps it back in deep. It's intercepted. 7 seconds left. Cross ice pass. Battaglia into the offensive zone. Back checking are the Royals. A shot and a save by Mosher as the horn sounds, and we've made it to the end of the second period. Just one goal in that second period. The goal scored by Canfield's Luke Berry, his 4th of the season. And as we make it to intermission number 2, the score, CVCA 2 and Canfield 1. So as we take it to the second period intermission, we're going to pause now for this message from CVCA President Jason Spodnik.
Thank you for being a part of CVCA community. I love the chance to come to you with exciting news, and I've got some really exciting news. 3 words. The first word, we are growing. The Lord has blessed in bringing people like you here to this school because we believe in the mission of educating and cultivating servants for Christ. But when we grow, we run into some problems because we need more space. Whether it's in the middle school or in the high school, we are growing, and we thank the Lord and you for that. The second word, finishing. A few years ago, we started a campaign called Excel Still More, and now it is time to finish Excel Still More. So when you look at the link below and some of the detailed information, you will find some exciting expansion in the area where I am now, in the area just outside of these doors. But even more exciting to me personally is the third word, celebrating and honoring. While we have these expansion and growth opportunities here, we have the opportunity to be able to celebrate a champion of CVCA. John Rasnick was a friend to thousands in the CVCA community. Me personally, but decades of people have been impacted by John Rasnick and his love for the Lord and His Word. This gives us the opportunity to tell his story to generations of what God can do if you humbly serve and say yes when He calls you. So take a look at the information below, take a look at the information on our website, and find out more about this exciting opportunity. We love you.
An exciting message from CVCA President Jason Spodnik as we are at the second intermission. Royals leading 2-1. And Jason Spodnik talking about CVCA's new Finishing Excel More campaign. The goal now to complete the final phase of the Finishing Excel Still More campaign to accommodate growth and create a more welcoming environment. CVCA will add space to connect the Antel Chapel with the Tim Barley Memorial Gymnasium, increasing capacity for visitors and students by 300. We're incredibly excited to celebrate and honor our great friend John Rasnick. While we're pleased to recognize the immense contribution that John had on the CVCA community, we're even more humbled to celebrate the powerful example of what God can do when you passionately follow Him and lead by loving and serving others, as John did so consistently. So to honor John and to celebrate what the Lord has done through his life of service, CVCA has chosen to name our new two-story glass atrium and welcome center the John F. Rasnick Center. Construction of the beautiful facility and renovation of the Antel Chapel is set to begin in the first quarter of 2022. It's the hope and prayer that this center will serve as a physical reminder that we are all called to live lives of selflessness, action, love, care, and intentionality toward making a gospel impact like our friend John Rasnick. So we can't wait to tell his life story to all who ask, as this building provides a tribute to how God can powerfully use redeemed but imperfect people like us to carry the good news forward in our world. Just as John was a welcoming friend to all, we believe that this new space will reflect the same welcoming and loving spirit that was uniquely him. John's impact was profound, and it is fitting that we dedicate this space to a man whom many of us knew and loved. John will be greatly missed, but his influence and loving service will echo for generations in countless lives that he touched. John Rasnick's life inspires still to this day. We all stand on the shoulders of champions of faith that have gone before us. So let us celebrate what the Lord has done as we memorialize a life committed to following Him and celebrate what God will do for His kingdom in this new space at CVCA. So given this, we're asking every member of the CVCA community, alumni, parents, grandparents, and friends to take part in the Finishing Excel Still More campaign with a generous commitment today. Your partnership will enable us to complete these needed facility upgrades at CVCA debt-free and enhance the experience of students, faculty, and visitors today and for many decades to come. Commitments to Finishing Excel Still More can be paid over time through the end of 2024. So please go to cvcaroyals.org/Finishing Excel Still More for more information. Again, that website is cvcaroyals.org/Finishing Excel Still More. We thank you for prayerfully considering this unique opportunity. Once again, we're at the second intermission. at the Dan Kostel Rec Center in Garfield Heights, Ohio. The score in Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League Blue North Division action, CVCA 2, Canfield 1. The Royals' 2 first-period goals, Eli Parada and David Sift, the goal scorers for CVCA. The Cardinals got one back in the second period off the stick of Luke Berry, who beat Caleb Mosher, who could not slide over quick enough as the puck fell to Berry's stick, and he buried it in the back of the net, and that's where we stand at the end of 2. Elsewhere in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League today, 3 games are scheduled involving Blue North Division teams. At 6:15 tonight, Mayfield and NDCL Lockhorns. Mayfield looking for their first win of the season. NDCL, I believe, got a win in the Cleveland Heights Holiday Tournament. Both teams looking for their first win in the Blue North Division this season, and one of them should come away with one by about 8:30 tonight. Normandy heads out of the division tonight for a non-divisional game against Holy Name. The Invaders just 1 loss this season, and Holy Name just 1 win, so that on the scoreboard would appear to be a bit of a lopsided matchup. That game happening at the Reese Ice Rink in Parma. Puck drop on that contest in 11 minutes at 6:30 p.m. And then later tonight at the Pond in Bainbridge, Chagrin Falls is home, and they'll drop the puck and face the Twinsburg Tigers. Puck drop there at the Pond, 8:50 tonight in Bainbridge. Last night in Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League action, we mentioned before, Cleveland Heights defeated CVCA 7-4. Elsewhere, North Olmsted with a big win against the Parma Redmen by a score of 9-2. North Olmsted with a couple of early season losses, but really putting it on the Redmen last night by that 9-2 score. And then Normandy notched a victory last night against Westlake by a score of 3-1. So the victors last night in Blue North action were North Olmsted against Parma, Heights against CVCA, and Normandy against Westlake. Once again here, score is 2-1. We are winding down second intermission time. Minute 40 to go on that second intermission clock. Third period coming up from the Dan Kostel Rec Center, and a big one for both teams looking for their 4th victory of the season in conference and trying to separate themselves in that second grouping behind Cleveland Heights and Normandy, a grouping right now that's got Chagrin Falls, Parma, CVCA, and Canfield jockeying for that 3rd seed as we head toward the Barron Cup seedings next month at the Venerable Ice Arena in Brooklyn, Ohio, where the Barron Cup will take place, I believe, for the 51st time. Cardinals already back in the arena with a minute to go, and the Royals yet to return, although we can see them making their entrance into the arena and the ice rink area off to our right at this time. Once again, you're tuned into CVCA live stream action, coverage of CVCA Royals hockey. My name is Tim Nichols. Glad you are with us. 1 period to go here from the Kostel Rec Center with the Royals with a 2-1 edge at the end of 30 minutes. Royals in action again tomorrow afternoon, late 5:20, with a face-off against Chagrin Falls on the road at the Pond. And then next week, 3 games. Once again, they've got Parma in the opening round of the Parma Martin Luther King Tournament, and then games scheduled against St. Edward. And then checking back on the schedule, trying to do it from memory. Parma on Saturday, Stowe on Sunday, and St. Edward on Monday next week. That's a long way off, however. We are ready for third period action here from the Kostel Rec Center. The Royals will skate right to left, and then the Cardinals, conversely, left to right in this third and final period of action today. Referees check with Corey Kennard. He looks to be ready. So is Caleb Mosher, and they drop the puck down. We're underway. Period number 3. Royals control the face-off, but Mark Mosher had it for a moment. Now it's chipped up, and Luke Parada has it. 2-on-1 for the Royals. Parada on the right, Landline on the left. Shot and a save into the breadbasket of Corey Kennard, who's gotten better and better as the game has progressed. For Kennard, his 22nd save of the game. So a stoppage just 17 seconds into the contest. Face-off will be to the left of Kennard. Royals win it back to the point. Mosher fires it in. It's knocked down in front in the corner. Scolari sends it up. Antonio Maroon sends it out. And a breakaway chance now. Shot wide of the net by Luke Berry, who's looking to tie it up. He had the goal earlier. He got anxious and maybe could have gotten a couple more strides toward the goal, but let it go, and it was wide. Royals enter the offensive zone. Humphrey has it. Humphrey fires. It's chipped over the goal by 7. That's Carney. Sent back in and knocked to the right of the goal this time. And Kennard. Carney and Humphrey battle for it. Comes to the point. Mosher sends it in, and it's chipped aside by Scolari. Back in deep. Humphrey and Scolari battle. Humphrey wins it, but is knocked down. And here comes Scolari. Breakaway chance against Mosher. He goes in, shoots, saved by Caleb Mosher. Blocker save off of Scolari's stick, and the score remains 2-1. Siff, backhanded pass, chipped up and out by Ballard to center ice. Back checked and off the puck and sent in deep. The Cardinals go for a change. The Royals control around the boards. Steigmeier retreats once again, circles back, sends it up looking for Ballard. It's intercepted, but by a teammate. That's Martin. Checked out, it's 3. Petchke sends it in on goal. Another save by Kennard. Dumped in further by David Siff. Steigmeier in there. Around the boards. It's knocked down by Ballard before it gets around the boards. Dug out for a moment and sent in front. Steigmeier, backhanded shot. Knocked down, and now he goes down. Never got the shot off. Battaglia sends it wide into the corner. Tristan Maroon can't come up with it. It's poked up, but kept in by the Cardinals. Chipped off the boards, and the Royals control. And out they come with it. The neutral zone and center ice, but too far for Steigmeier. Back up it comes. Martin angles it off the boards, gets Steigmeier at center ice. Steigmeier evades one of the Cardinals and sends it down the ice. Hand is raised. It'll be icing against CVCA with 12:28 to go. Face off to the left of Caleb Mosher. They drop it down. It's shot in on Mosher. He sweeps it aside to Parada, who sends it back to his brother Luke. Luke tries to skate out with it. Sends it off the boards as it's chipped up by Rostek. Rostek digs it out, but he's got pressure from Eli Parada. In the corner, Rostek sends it around to the near side boards. Into the corner, they chase it. Up to the right point, it's lofted back in and then centered. No one there. Intercepted in the slot. With it is the goal scorer. Back check by Parada on Carney, and Parada will skate out. Cross ice. Lamline has it on his stick. Lamline sends it into the corner. Humphrey chases it. Centers it. It's sent to the near side boards by Scolari. Dumped in deep by Parada. He skates off. Lamline can't get to it. Scolari will skate out with it. Through center ice. Scolari to his left. Fires wide of Mosher's goal. Berry in the corner. Can't control. Humphrey battles. And Carter Martin now. Martin with it. Cross ice looking for Morgan Joy. She's too far for her, and back in deep to Carter Martin. 11:13 to go. Up ice and to Scolari at the blue line. He sends it back deep, and Mark Mosher is there. Mosher with pressure from Battaglia. Loses the puck. Epp centered. Shot saved by Mosher, and he dives on it to make sure there's no rebound. Another great chance for the Cardinals, looking for the equalizer here with 10:56 to go in period number 2. Royals 2, Cardinals 1. That the 20th shot on goal for the Canfield Cardinals. Face off, dropped down and won by CVCA, but only for a moment. Intercepted. Scolari has it in the slot. He's bodied up by Mosher. The puck is loose. A scrum, and finally up to the slot and then dumped down deep. Battaglia into the corner. Gets hit by Petchke. Around the boards it comes. Sif has it. Sif, back pass to Ballard. Ballard has it back as it's knocked away, and the Royals gain the zone. Steigmeier has it. He's got traffic in front of him. Sends it up, and no one there. Epp has it. And up ice it comes. A chance, and it's pushed aside by CVCA to the corner. Without a stick is Scolari. He still battles in the corner. Scolari has it pinned up behind his skate. Both teams trying to dig it out. Ballard in the corner with Scolari. Petchke working. Scolari still has it behind his skate. Now he skates out, and he'll head off trying to get a stick to the left point, kept in by Rostek, who fires it and is knocked down and still in. Rostek has it. He skates in from the circle. Shot, glove save, and a second attempt there by Epp. But Mosher, with cat-like reflexes, dives on the puck, and no rebound to be had for Marcus Epp. 9:38 to go, third period. Royals clinging to that 2-1 lead. Rostek will take the face-off. Jack Lamline for CVCA to the right of Caleb Mosher. One back to Canfield and dumped in further. In the corner, Maroon. Antonio loses it. Lamline, cross ice. Looked for Parada. It's knocked aside. Parada loses it. Maroon has it once again. Tries to shoot. It's knocked down by Carter Martin. Antonio Maroon behind the net. Centers. Rostek shot. Save. Second shot. And it's battle for a huge scrum in front. Caleb Mosher sitting on the puck as Luke Berry just stuck the stick in there multiple times trying to get that tying goal. Caleb Mosher standing tall for CVCA, or in that case, sitting on the puck and making sure he protects that goal line. 9:16 to go. Canfield desperately looking for that tying goal. Face-off is dropped down. Shot high of the goal. Still sticked aside and centered. Now it comes to the Royals. Through center ice. Passing to Steigmeier. Evades one. Shot. Looking for Sif. Couldn't find him up to the point. Eli Parada. Parada dumps it in deep. He's got Ballard there in the corner. Ballard back to Sif. He tries to get it back to Ballard. Ballard has it, but can't skate through a handful of Canfield Cardinals. And out to center ice it comes, where the Cardinals are on it, and they dump it in deep. Off the stick of Berry into the corner. Eli Parada there with pressure from Berry. Sif enters the fray, as does Antonio Maroon. And Berry sends it back to Maroon. It's up to the point. Shot from Scolari is knocked down in front, and here comes a race. And a shot to the head. No call right there, as Scolari gave a shot to Caden Ballard. Puck is on the other end. Luke Parada has it behind his net. Up to Steigmeier. Back to Parada with some speed to the neutral zone. Parada, he's got speed into the circles and into the corner it goes. Behind the net he sends it. It's sent back and controlled by Lamline. Lamline leaves it to the point, kept in by Martin, who sends it back in deep. Lamline will chase. He'll battle with Battaglia. Battaglia and Lamline. Centered up to the slot. Eli Parada has it. Shoots. Knocked down in front, but trickling there and to the stick of Scolari. 7:35 to go midway through this third and final scheduled period. Up to center ice. Epp sends it in, but Eli Parada is there. Eli has it. Into the corner he goes. Chased by Epp, sends it up, and played with a high stick by the Canfield Cardinal there on the blue line, and so they'll bring it out for a face-off outside the Cardinals' offensive zone. Tristan Maroon tried to keep it in, but had the stick held high, and the referee was right on it. Head coach Doug Fairchild petitioning for and winning a request to have that faceoff moved into the Royals' offensive zone, saying that it was intentionally played with a high stick, and so the referee agreed, and the faceoff will be to the left of Corey Kennard. Landline will take it for CVCA. 7:19 to go on the clock. Royals 2, Cardinals 1. Landline wins it back to the point. Mosher fires it in. It's knocked down in front. Into the corner it trickles. Luke Parada has it. Parada off the boards, and it's just dumped back into the corner where Scolari picks it up. Scolari tries to skate out. He's got pressure from Landline. Clears the zone. Landline still there, bodying Scolari, and Scolari takes a hit. And the whistle blows. It's going to be offsides against Canfield. 6:57 to go. Royals behind 2 first-period goals from Eli Parada and David Siff, clinging to a 2-1 lead. The 1 goal for the Cardinals by Luke Berry, the junior. Face-off won by the Cardinals. Shot is knocked wide and cleared up. Steigmeyer, cross ice, dangerous, but finds Mark Mosher. Looking for Ballard on his stick, and he gets there. Ballard now battling to win the puck. Knocked down, no call. Around the boards it comes. And chipped out to center ice. Rostek fires, shot, blocker save into the corner by Caleb Mosher. Centered once again, but can't get to the Cardinals player who is standing there on the crease. Sent up, and icing will be the call as it slides past Kennard. The Royals bench cannot even believe it. Steigmeyer crashes into the boards, and he'll have to get up. He's without a stick, is the Royals freshman. Captain Luke Parada hands his stick to him, and the faceoff will be in the Royals defensive zone. The Royals bench still cannot believe the icing call there. And now the penalty box is open, so we'll see what the call is here. And the Royals are going to have a power play. Captain Matt Scolari is in the box, and the Royals will have a power play opportunity here. 2 minutes on the board, and we wonder if it has something to do with the Steigmeyer stick. Not a slash, but a roughing penalty, and we did not see it, but it may have something to do with the fact that Cord Steigmeyer went smashing into the boards after the whistle there, so the Royals with their 3rd power play opportunity of the contest. 6:18 to go in the 3rd period. Face-off one into the corner and dug out by CVCA. But one-on-one now comes Luke Berry. Berry has the puck knocked aside by Carter Martin. Nice defensive play by him. Sharp angle shot is sticked aside by Mosher and dumped back in deep and cleared for Canfield with 1:35. So a good chance right there. And the Royals still dangerously handling the puck into the corner. Great defensive play by Berry. Finally, CVCA digs it out with 1:23 to go. They gain the zone, does Landline. Into the corner he goes. Leaves it back for Parada. Luke has it. Back behind the net for Landline. He tries to set up. Landline skates to the corner. He's got Eli Parada at the point. Decides to keep it himself. Stick handles up to Parada. Parada misses it. All the way down the ice with 1 minute to go on the penalty time. Eli Parada chases it back for CVCA. 5:15 to go. 3rd period action. Royals 2. Cardinals 1. And at center ice, the Royals cannot control the puck, although it does go high into the zone, and now finally cleared out. Here comes Berry again, 1-on-3, poked aside by Carter Martin, but the Royals not getting much done so far on this penalty. 39 seconds to go as Nick Humphrey skates into the zone. Humphrey into the near side corner, stops, and he sets up. Humphrey, Ballard Can't control. Cross ice to Parada. Parada now tries to send it in. It's knocked down. And cleared up and out of the zone with 22 seconds to go. Carter Martin will retreat. 4:35 to go in the game, at least in regulation. Royals up to Sif. Sif has it with pressure. Rostek, dangerous. Rostek gets it. 1-on-1. Tries to fake out, and he does. He shoots and scores a shorthanded goal by number 88, Drew Rostek, and the equalizer is had. The Cardinals have tied it up. Drew Rostek intercepted a mishandled puck by CVCA and went in one-on-one with Royals goaltender Caleb Mosher. And with 4:25 to go in the contest, the shorthanded goal for the junior. Rostek ties the game. For him, it's his 9th goal of the season. Royals still with 7 seconds of penalty time left, but they have squandered 3 penalties today, 3 power plays, and it's one back and sent up by Canfield, who has all the momentum now, and now the penalty time is up. Scolari returns to the ice. It's 5-on-5 with 4:14 to go. Cardinals send the puck out of the zone. It's retrieved by Mark Mosher. Mosher up ice, but misses everyone, and icing the puck is the CVCA junior with 3:57 to go. Defensive zone face-off for the Royals now. Have not done much since the first period when they got those 2 goals, one from Parada and a second one by Sif. Shots on goal now in favor of Canfield. 28-26. And an offensive zone face-off for the Cardinals. To the right of Mosher. It's dropped down and controlled by CVCA. With speed is Humphrey, but not with the angle. Gains the zone, but not with control of the puck. It's sent in deep. Lamline will go in there and try and dig it out. He does with 3:42 to go. Sends it in further. He's got Luke Parada, who goes to the corner. Parada has the puck with pressure from Rostek. Sends it back to Lamline. Lamline has it into the circles, shoots, and it's knocked into the corner. Lamline retrieves it once again. He's got both his defensemen, but goes behind the net. Shot up and trickles through the crease. And now to Rostek. Here comes the Canfield junior. Rostek dumps it ahead where Luke Parada will corral it for CVCA. Parada sends it to the near side boards. Rostek chases after it, but he can't get to it before CVCA sends it up ice. But it will be icing with 3:04 to go. Royals 2, Cardinals 2. A defensive zone face-off to the right of Caleb Mosher this time. Battaglia takes it for the Cardinals. And it's won by CVCA. And up ice they come. Long shot on Kanar. He makes the first save and then covers it as he had a Royals player, David Sif, right there on the doorstep. And so the Royals gain an offensive zone face-off. Face-off won by Canfield, knocked into the Canfield offensive zone. Carter Martin out there to retrieve it for CVCA. 2:45 to go. Up ice, Martin for Steigmeyer. Tries to find a teammate. It's knocked aside and sent back. But Steigmeyer gets a tripping call. The Royals will go on the power play once again. Scolari back into the box, tripping with 2:38 to go. Can the 4th time be the charm for CVCA on the power play? A late penalty for tripping against Matt Scolari with 2:38 remaining. Last time the power play resulted in a shorthanded game-tying goal by Drew Rostek. The Royals will try and do better this time, or can Canfield come up with the magic once again? Face off to the right of Kanar. One back into the corner. CVCA controls. Centering pass, backhanded shot attempted, but doesn't get through. And that still trickles in front. And through the crease and then controlled by the Cardinals and sent up ice for the clearance with 2:22 to go in the game, or in the period, regulation. A minute 40 to go on the penalty. Captain Luke Parada into the offensive zone. Parada skates into the circles, skates around behind the net. Parada looking, centers, looking for Lamline. Lamline chases spots into the corner. Nick Humphrey in front, getting pushed around by number 7, Carney. Up to Parada, back to Lamline. Sharp angled shot, no chance right there. Blocker saved by Kanar, and a whistle. That whistle was before the icing, and the referee saying, come on over here to someone. It may be a Royals penalty, perhaps? Well, wait, no one's going to the box. Although the penalty door comes open. And it's a penalty to Canfield once again. Tyler Carney called for interference, and the Royals will go 5-on-3 for a minute and 13 seconds and have power play time for the remainder of the game, at least the remainder of regulation. And should we go into overtime, it would extend to the first 9 seconds of overtime today. 5-on-3 for a minute 13, and then the Royals will have 5-on-4 for the remainder of regulation, at least as we stand right now with a minute 51, and timeout has been called. So head coach Steve Covelli looks like he's going to have Drew Rostek, Luke Berry, and number 36, whose name we never got today, on the ice in front of Corey Knar. And it looks like that is Grayson Orlovsky. And so apologies to Grayson, to you, and to your family for not having your name down on the roster today, but Grayson Orlovsky will be the third defender on the 5-on-3. The Royals have Eli Parada, Jack Lamline, Luke Parada. We assume 15, Nick Humphrey, which can't find the number on the 5th player out there for CVCA who will have the 5-on-3 opportunity. But the instruction coming from assistant coach Rich Hurdle and Mark Brower. There behind, it looked like actually head coach Doug Fairchild in charge of that conversation right in front, in the front section on the bench. And so the Royals, again, Humphrey, Eli Parada, Luke Parada, Lamline, and it might be David Siff. Face off to the left of Corey Knar. Minute 51 to go. 5-on-3 power play for CVCA. One back to CVCA. The point. Luke Parada skates in. Parada fires, and it's wide and up into the rafters. And the 5th Royals player out there was David Siff. So that was deflected high and into the rafters, and so they'll face off once again to the left of Knar. Minute 44 to go. Minute 7 left on the 5-on-3. And this one's one back to Parada. Luke has it. Luke cross ice to his brother Eli. Eli fires, saved by Knar. It's loose in front, and Rostek digs it out and sends it down the ice. Big save by Corey Knar right there. 50 seconds to go on the 5-on-3 for CVCA. Minute 23 to go in regulation. They gain the zone. Luke has it. Luke leaves it back. It's sent forward and knocked up and out. And now Rostek one-on-one with Eli Parada. Landline sends it back. Rostek circles back. He's happy just to waste time and send it back in deep with 30 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. Eli Parada has it. A minute 4 to go in regulation. Up ice it comes to Lamline. Lamline collects it. Gains the zone on the left-hand side. Lamline into the slot. Fires and stick aside. Rebound into the corner. Siff chases after it. Siff had a great Siff. Oh, he was looking for Lamline on the backside. Couldn't find him. 7 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. It's in the corner. Behind the net. Wraparound shot. No chance right there. Into the corner. 1 second left. And the Cardinals gain a man. It's 5-on-4. The puck's up into the corner. 32 seconds to go in the game. Royals on a one-man advantage now. Centering into the slot. Eli Parada shoots. It's chipped aside by Scoleri into the corner. Lamline has it. Jack Lamline sends it toward the goal. And it's on goal, and now kicked aside. Out with it comes Canfield. They cannot clear. It's in the neutral ice zone, though. Now Lamline has it on his stick. 10 seconds to go. Lamline loses it. It goes up and clears the zone. The Royals have to get onside. To center ice it comes. 3 seconds left. Across ice. Time will run out in regulation. Final shot and a save by Corey Kennard. We've got bonus hockey this afternoon from the Dan Kostel Rec Center. The score at the end of regulation, CVCA 2 and Canfield 2. The 3 that we're thinking of is the 5-on-3 power play that the Cardinals have just killed off. They have a 9-second penalty. Check that, a 9-second power play to kill remaining here in overtime. And they put 8 minutes on the clock. Sudden death is what it will be. First goal wins the game. So as the teams rest up, run to the refrigerator, get a drink, get a refreshment. We'll pop the top on the third water bottle of the afternoon here from the Kostel Rec Center. You are watching CVCA live stream on the CVCA Athletic Boosters website. Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League, blue action, Blue North. The Royals with a nearly 2-1 advantage in third period shots on goal, 15-8 officially. But Corey Kennard saved them all. He's been perfect since the end of the first period. And officially, the Royals with 48 shots on goal according to the scorers table. Significantly more than we had them for. So Kennard with 46 saves so far. A huge afternoon for the junior from Canfield. So we'll start sudden death overtime. Tyler Carney has 9 seconds remaining on his interference penalty. 5-on-4, the Royals with a power play, but just for 9 seconds. They'll have to be careful and be aware of Carney coming out of the box and avoid any potential breakaways with him coming out of the box. They drop the puck down, and it's won by Canfield. Shot is wide of the goal. Second shot is right there. It goes wide once again to the other side. Penalty time is up. We're back to even strength, 5-on-5. Cord Stogmeyer trying to dig it out of the near side boards. In deep it goes. Carter Martin has it. Martin with pressure. Sends it back up to Stogmeyer. And then Ballard. Check that. It was Ballard. Out to the neutral zone, but sent back in deep by Antonio Maroon. Eli Parada around the boards it goes, looking for Stogmeyer. The Royals trying to clear their defensive zone in overtime. Around the boards, Schwartzbeck. It's been a while since we've seen him. Chips it up. Ballard has it. Ballard loses the puck to Rostek. Rostek now retreats behind his goal and sends it around the boards. He's got Luke Berry. Berry, long pass for Scolari. Scolari skates into circles. Now retreats. Cross ice in the slot. Berry to his backhand shot. Save and swept aside by 32 Ballard and swept up the ice for an icing by CVCA with 6:49 to go in overtime. A huge save by Caleb Mosher to keep this game going. The 52nd meeting all time between these two schools. There have been 3 ties. The most recent tie was just a couple of years ago by the same score, 2-2, down at the Kent State University Ice Arena. They drop the puck down. It comes to the point. Carney, cross ice, Scolari. He shoots, and a glove save by Mosher. The pressure continuing by these Canfield Cardinals. For most of the game, they were looking for the equalizer. They finally got it off the stick of Rostek, shorthanded. Now they're looking for the game winner. Rostek wins the puck back. Scolari. Short pass, and they battle for it. The Royals dig it out to center ice with some speed. Lamline to his backhand. Lamline, backhanded shot. Humphrey was on the backside for a rebound. It was there for the taking, but he couldn't control it. Now he dumps it in deep where Scolari has it. Scolari with some pressure from Lamline. Reverses course, 6:17 to go. Still, he's trying to skate out with it is Matt Scolari. He clears the zone. He's got pressure from Parada. Gains the offensive zone, skating through the entire team. And it's pushed into the corner. Scolari, centering pass, looking for a teammate there. It comes to the point. Rostek, left point, shot, knocked aside. And a whistle. And it looks like a penalty is going to be called. Perhaps referee did appear to signal a hold, but maybe not. And it looks like he will. Luke Parada, the captain for CVCA, goes into the box in overtime. And the Canfield Cardinals will have a power play. Parada petitioning the referee, but losing that argument. 5:59 to go, and the Cardinals with a power play opportunity. Royals did get a shorthanded goal last night at Cleveland Heights. They would celebrate if they got one again here. Face off. Push to the far side where it's controlled by Canfield's Luke Berry. Berry up to the point. Carney tries to shoot it in. It's knocked down. Sent it to the corner. Sharp angled shot. And it's saved by Mosher. Huge save by Caleb Mosher. Minute 45 to go. Here comes CVCA. Ballard, long shot, goes wide of the goal. And with it now, for just a moment, was Antonio Maroon. But he lost it. It's sent back up. Delayed offside as Luke Berry intercepted that pass. And the Royals sent it down the ice. A minute 28 to go. And the penalty time to CVCA captain Luke Parada. Cross ice pass. Finds Antonio Maroon. Tries to gain the zone, but it's intercepted and cleared back down the ice by CVCA. A minute 16 to go in the penalty time. Scolari tries to build out. Long pass, finds Rostek. Rostek is knocked aside, and into the corner it goes. Carter Martin chases. He's got to battle Maroon, Antonio that is. CVCA picks up the loose puck and clears it down the ice once again. Nick Humphrey chasing after it. Gets to it first, but it's poked away by Carney. 45 seconds to go on the penalty time to Parada. Up ice once again, but out of the reach of Maroon. Mosher is there for CVCA, and he clears it down the ice. 38 seconds to go. 4:35 to go in the game. Sudden death overtime from the Dan Kostel Rec Center. Up ice it comes, but no one there for the Cardinals, and CVCA clears it down to the blue line. Carney can't keep it. Nick Humphrey intercepts. Humphrey, sharp ankle shot, save. It's loose in front and covered by Kanar. 22 seconds to go in the Luke Parada penalty. 4:21 to go in the contest. CVCA 2, Canfield 2. Face off in the defensive zone for the Cardinals, who have 22 seconds of penalty or power play time remaining. It's controlled by Ballard. Ballard in the circles, tries to leave it to the point. Shorthanded shot, kicked aside by Kanar. Schwartzbeck out there. Schwartzbeck looking, fans on it, and it's up to center ice. Mosher fans on it. Petchke a third chance. 4 seconds left. He retreats behind his net. 3, 2, 1, and Parada's penalty is over. Back to even strength. Petchke tries to clear the zone. He does, and it's picked up by number 18, Scolari. 3:50 to go. 2-2. Scolari sends it down. Mosher picks it up off the boards. Mosher evades and sends it back up to Scolari. Scolari finds a teammate at center ice, but the Royals Ballard intercepts. Ballard 1-on-2. Goes to the near side boards. Falls down, as does the Cardinal battling with him. Into the corner it trickles, and out with it comes number 19, Battaglia. 3:27 to go. Battaglia takes the body from Parada. Up ice it comes, and Mosher has it. Mosher stick handles and chips it up, and it goes to the blue line on the other side where the Cardinals have it. Cross ice and chipped in by Tristan Maroon. Maroon knocks down Petchke. Tristan Maroon fires, saved by Caleb Mosher to keep the game going. Kept in by Canfield. It comes to the slot, poked aside, second chance. Knocked down by CVCA. To the rescue comes the Royals. Nick Humphrey. Humphrey in the zone. He'll have to clear and offsides as Lamline was coming with speed, but did not see that he had a teammate still in the zone in Nick Humphrey. Stoppage with 2:51 to go. Can either of these goalies be solved for a game winner? 171 ticks left to find out on the clock. Face off outside the Royals' offensive zone. Rostick and Lamline. They drop it down and Lamline pushes it in, and Sif battles to keep it in. He cannot. It comes out to Carter Martin. Martin sends it up. Knocked down by Rostick. Rostick onside. Rostick skates in. Centering pass. Shot. Save. Goal! It gets behind Caleb Mosher, and the win goes to the Canfield Cardinals. The final score, 3-2. The Cardinals with a come-from-behind victory today at the Dan Kostel Rec Center, down 2-0 early at the end of one. They get one in the second, one in the third, and one in overtime. And they'll skate home. They might fly home back to Boardman and Canfield tonight with a 3-2 victory. The game-winning goal by Luke Berry, 2 goals on the day. His 5th goal of the season, the assist on the game winner, Drew Rostick. And the Cardinals' record increases to 4-5. CVCA's record drops to 7-9. Royals back in action tomorrow afternoon in Chagrin Falls in a bitter loss today after leading this one 2-0 early. They'll try and get that bitter taste out of their mouths tomorrow when they see the Chagrin Falls Tigers for the first time. The Cardinals, we'll see them again later on this month down at the Deep Freeze Ice Arena in Boardman, and the Royals will try and get a victory at that point. But today, just not enough. They could not solve Corey Kanar, and Canfield goes home victorious. The final score, once again, from the Dan Kostel Rec Center, Canfield 3, CVCA 2. You've been watching CVCA live streams coverage of CVCA Royals hockey.